So I go to the gym the other day, and, I got to pump up the chest. This is like a long thing. This is a long time coming. Like, my tits are sagging. This type of thing. So I get underneath the bench press. I got news for you. I never thought I'd do another bench press again. I gotta be honest with you. I'm fucking shot. And I'm looking around the gym, and I'm blown away by the amount of young people. Like young guys. Like we're talking like 14, 15. You could tell. Like squatting, deadlifting. This is serious business, man. We're going to have a new generation of Americans. I don't know if you're aware of this or not. These guys are like hardcore training. I would hate to play football these days. I mean, football, you have to understand something. Football was like a joke when we were kids. I don't even know why. It's like everybody was like a geek, a pencil neck geek out on the field. This is Copeg High School. You had your anomalies like Jomo Henderson. I mean, listen. We all know that a guy named Jomo's going to be first string on the football team, right? You're never going to get like, hey, this is MVP of the team, Poindexter. Watch how you name your kids. That's all I got to say. That's why I named my kid Max. I'm like, this kid, I mean, how are you not going to be a badass with a name like Max? I mean, he's going to be wearing leathers, this type of thing. The girls, Max. All right? I go to work. I got this guy. I laughed in his face. He told me, I got 2 kids. I like a girl and a boy. Oh, what are their names? Gilbert. I was like, you can't be serious, right? Gilbert? I'm like, I'm mad at you that you named him Gilbert, because then you had to tell me, and then I have to sit there and try not to laugh. I'm angry with you. He's not going to be, a quarterback of the Buccaneers. Let's just put it that way. Oh, Gilbert. I met the greatest guy. Oh, yeah, his name is Gilbert. Gilbert. Bench pressing. There's only so many exercises you can do for chest. Let's face it. Let's fucking face it. Anyhow, I get the chest all pumped up. I'm heading out the gym. I love it. I say to the desk people every time I leave, I say, have a good day. Ignored. That's great. I tell you what, right now, these people are all going to pay the piper one day. That's right. One way or another, you got to say hello, goodbye. This is ridiculous already. Anyhow, I get out, and you got to understand something, guys. This super hot smoking chick's coming in and out of this place. Do you understand? I don't even know how to tell you right now. Like, hot chicks in like, by the way, women just wear, I probably said this a million times, they just wear bras now to the gym. This is like the new thing. Bra and, I don't know. And lingerie. That's like gym gear now for women. Lingerie. So you go out and in the parking lot, you have like Mercedes, this type of thing. Like all the successful people park up front. And then if you put on your binoculars, then you can see like my Mazda. all the way in the back of the parking lot. I'm so ashamed. But the way they had this Yahoo parking lot set up, you have to drive in front of the gym to get to the exit. Yes, it's like a parade. Do you understand? You got a guy in a fucking Maserati. He gets in a car. You drive past the gym. The gym has huge windows. Everybody can see who it is. It's like, oh yeah, there's a guy. Look at him. Super successful, in great shape. I mean, what else can we give this guy in life? Maybe we can blow him as he drives by. How about that? Leave your window down. And way off in the distance, there's the Mazda Rusty. That's right. So I get in and I got to do like the drive of shame. I'm trying to drive. I feel like I should install a periscope. That way I could crouch down underneath the dashboard and drive the fucking car out of there. Wow, look at that. Fully autonomous Mazda. I didn't realize they had that in 2005. Who's driving? And I'm like, as I drive by, yeah, I got this piece of molding on the side that's flapping around. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Epoxy it to the car? Yeah, it does like a certain vibration at every, I don't know, 10 miles an hour. At 10 miles an hour, it's like dip, 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 dip. Then by the time I hit 60, it's like dip, 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 dip. I don't know. Maybe I got to double-face tape it. I don't know. My headline is hanging down. It looks like Halloween. I set up Halloween spider webs in my car. My headliner is banging me off the forehead. This is the thing with a headliner. All you GM guys know this, because that's what used to happen with GM cars in the 80s. The headliner used to come down. Oh yeah, it'd be hanging down. And you can't glue it because the glue doesn't stick to that foam. It's like, what do you do? Guys used to thumbtack it. Oh my God, I remember Phil, he had his Riviera. Thumbtacks holding the headliner up. Yeah, it looks great, Phil. Nobody can see it. We can't see it. No. Staples, this type of thing. I'm not stapling it. I'm not thumbtacking it. I'm sorry. That's worse than having it hang down. It looks like you tried. At least you get in my car, you look up, you're like, oh, this fucking asshole didn't even try. He's just a complete piece of shit. If you go in there and there's thumbtacks everywhere, you're like, oh boy, he put some effort into this? Listen, I'll take an Uber. What do you want from me? Even these young kids, these 15-year-old kids got nicer cars than me. They don't even have a license yet. I've had it. I've had it. And I go to work. And my biggest mistake is telling the guys I work with that my dog ate my fucking sock. And I'm telling him how he likes to eat socks, and I yell at the dog. I say, out, trying to get him to take the sock out. And the one guy's like, why are you saying out? And I'm like, how, what? He's like, you're supposed to say drop it. Oh, that's right, because dogs, they know the English dialect. He was serious. I was looking at him like, are you a complete fucking moron? I said, I say out. That means out. He goes, you got to say drop it. My head's going to explode one day. Do you understand? This is what's going to happen. I could already feel my eyes going crisscross thinking about this. If I say out, the dog's are going to associate dropping something with the word out. It doesn't matter if I say lollipops. As long as he knows I want the goddamn sock on the floor. When I say lollipops, that's drop it to him. I can't deal with the pressure anymore. I can't deal with it. Then, you want to know the only enjoyment I get out of my day? I get this guy come in. He's always asking me, hey, you redo kitchens? You redo kitchens? I said, listen, I don't do anything anymore. Don't bother me. That's basically, I used to be, tell people, oh yeah, I'll do it. And then drag it out and then never do it. And then they just go find somebody that's reputable. Now I don't even bother. I just tell people, don't bother me. I got no time. It's very liberating to say that, by the way. So he comes up to me. He's like, I called Allure. This is what we have. This is what we have on Long. I got to get off Long Island. We got, if you're putting an addition on your house or you're fixing up a room in the house, I called Allure. These are the guys that come in and rob you to death. You understand? They do good work. But they come in and they rob you to death. They're like the elite contractors right now. Everybody uses Allure. What? You're not having Allure do it? No, I'm not going to cash in my 401k to remodel my bathroom. Thank you. So anyway, he goes, I had Allure come and redo my kitchen. Do you get an estimate? He's like, they wanted $30,000 or something like this. I said, oh, well. He said, screw that. He goes, I go to another guy, some other contractor. He's like, the guy will do it for 20. So then he comes in days later. He leans into me. He goes, I got a guy that'll do it for $5,000. Now, I already know where this is going. So, you think I say anything to him? I know the story already. I was like... But at this point, I'm like, I want somebody to be miserable like me. So I was like, oh, yeah? Sounds like a great deal. Go for it. Anyhow, he comes in I don't know, a week later. This guy is great. He's working so fast. I said, oh, yeah? He goes, look at these pictures. And he's showing me the kitchen. And the window is not centered over the kitchen sink. It's offset by I want to say 18 inches. It looks ridiculous. So I'm like, oh yeah. He did a great job. And then the guy walks away. I'm high-fiving him. He's like, deal of the century. I got the deal of the century. I'm like, you did it, pal. You did it. He walks away. I go right to the two Italian broads at the back desk. I say, hey, did you see so-and-so's kitchen he's doing? Oh, he's having the kitchen redone. He was talking about that the other day. I said, yeah, he showed me pictures. I was like, the window's not even centered over the kitchen sink. You should have heard the gasps. This is me sinking the dogs on them. They were like, I can't lie. I said, mission accomplished. I just walked away. And now I wanted to set up hidden cameras at this point. Because when this guy came back, they attacked him. You did your kitchen, you didn't even tell us? They show him the pictures. He shows them the pictures. What's with the window? The window's not centered over the sink. I could see them get on. I see the sweat rolling down his forehead now because he knows now that when his wife catches wind of this is why you don't get married. They're going to have to tear that kitchen down to the studs now. You understand? Because what you need to understand is guys don't give a shit Okay? He gave the contractor the command to put the window wherever it fits, whatever is easy for you, because guys are morons. Okay? But when women see this and they understand that other people are going to come to the house, it's a dog and pony show when you own a house. Okay? It's not about what you like. It's not about what she likes. It's about what other people like when they come over your house. Yeah, this is how sick and twisted it is. So now he's starting to realize that if he had these two Long Island sweat hogs over his house, that he would be how do you say it? How do you say it? I forget my vocabulary shot. That's the bottom line. He would be I don't know. I gotta go back to school. I don't know what to tell you. Ostracized! Oh, you know how that kind of stuff travels around the neighborhood? Did you see the kitchen? It looks great, but the window's offset from over the kitchen sink. That's bizarre. This type of thing, it goes around. It's a sickness. It's a sickness. Yes, welcome to Long Island. Welcome to Long Island. Guys, what do you want from me? Callahan? Reporting for duty. Oh. And just like that, we're scanning for crimes. I love this. I'm the official Amazon return guy.
CH92 to the base, proceeding to NYU ALS. 02 heading to NYU ALS 10-4.
All right, we're having a mumble match over here. I got to figure out how to talk to these animals. I'm the official, Amazon return guy now. I don't know if you know that. Yeah. Oh, for the entire family, by the way. Yes. I love, everybody likes to shop on Amazon now. Yeah, shop till you drop on Amazon. Now, every time there's a return... I'm talking. Now, every time there's a return on Amazon in the family, I gotta take it to the UPS store. Yes, I'm printing labels. I got news for you right now. There is nothing worse than when you get something from Amazon, it's not what you're looking for, and you have to return it. And they make it as simple as possible. It's beyond simple, but I don't want to do it. It's like, to me, it's like a complete waste of time. And now, for some reason, Sylvia needs this returned. Oh, well, that's great. Hold on. Let me get you the packing tape. Let me get you the cardboard, the box cutter, the printer, the ink for the printer, and the line at the UPS store. That's what people don't realize. There's a line out the door at the UPS store now. Yes. They think you just drive by and you throw it through the window. No, you got to stand on line with packages. My head is spinning, guys. My head is spinning. Guys, we went to the garage sales this weekend. Yes. And there goes Rita. How about that? Rita's got a fresh load, by the way. Shot a cap gun for garage sale season starting today. I had the door open here. Guys, I think we'll start with this right here because there's a story behind it. My son says to me the other day, Dada, I want a Wii U. And I'm like, well, you know, son, you have a Switch, and the Switch is better than the Wii U. It's newer than the Wii U, and that's end of the conversation. No, Dada, I want a Wii U. He goes over his cousin's house, and they have a Wii U. And I'm trying to explain to them, you know, they have a Wii U because they can't afford a Switch. You have a Switch. You have the advantage. Do you see? Dada, I want a Wii U. Let's go to the store and you can buy me a Wii U. I love this. Dada's endless fountain of money and cash. I say, son, here's the thing. You can't even buy it at the store anymore. It's not there. No, you're lying. I'm like, I'm not lying. I'm not lying. I get so worried. Kids, they can say things. And like, I don't know, they can get you. Like, he could call me a liar. But he's not basing it off of anything. So I might as well be a liar in his eyes. And then you try to tell them no, and they don't believe it. It's like, I have nothing against beating kids. I really don't. I'm all for it. Oh, listen, I'm never going to hit my kid. But I tell you right now, the kid needs a good crack. And I don't know how to tell you this. Anyhow. So Dada, when I tell you, it's like the joke. It's like the joke in my house. Every time he asks for a Wii U, me and my wife look at each other like, he's still going on with this Wii U. So finally, I had to sit him down. This was like I had to take him out of his fucking hysterics. I had to sit him down, like, in his bedroom, like, before bed. I sit him down. I say, listen, son. I said, I tell you what. We'll go to the garage sales. If we ever run across a Wii U, I said, I'll buy the Wii U. No, knowing full well we're never going to find a Wii U. But I got to get this kid off my back. So he's like, okay, Dada. And I'm like, huh. Big fatherly breakthrough right here. You know, I walk into my bedroom. That's took care of that. So now there's something you need to understand. My son hates going to garage sales with me. I'm gonna have a stroke, by the way. I can already feel this eye going on me. Yeah, it's like inflating with blood. My eyeball's gonna explode out of my head. It'll make for great film. By the way, when it happens. Yeah. Maybe we could punch out another 1,000 subscribers with my eyeball exploding. I'll take it at this point. I tell my wife, I'm like, that's the end of this. So my son, he hates going to garage sales because he's bored. You understand? When are we going home? When are we going home? When are we going home? I'm like, we just got out.
We have an EF unit, East 17, Avenue Y in the dead end for the 12-year-old difficulty breathing. I watch.
Yeah, well, you know, take your knee off his neck. You're out of here. So here we go. Saturday morning comes, and I feel tugging on my blanket. It's like 4 a.m. I'm getting tugs on my blanket. I'm like, what is this? It's my son. Dada, we got to go to the garage sales. We got to get the Wii U. I get up. I said, son, I have another sit down with him. I'm like, listen, it doesn't work like this. I said, you're not just going to go out and find it. I said, it's going to take... I said, I basically have to give him the disappointment talk of his life. I'm like, this type of thing, it doesn't work like this. Anyhow, we go out garage sailing. We go to the very first garage sale. Walk up the driveway, turn around. We both together lock eyes on the box. I'm like, oh, fucking great. This is just my fucking luck. My son starts screaming. Kids say something, they go, let's go. This is what kids say now. I don't know if you noticed that yet. You see any of these knuckleheads around? Let's go. He's going like, let's go. I'm like, oh. So I got the Wii U there. This is the good part about this whole story. I use this as a bartering chip. Because I'm like, oh, you found it. I'm like, oh, I'm trying to let the owner know. I'm like, oh, you found the Wii U you were looking for, son. He's 5 years old. You know, what do you say to a 5-year-old? I say, hey, how much for the Wii U for my son? She's like, oh, well, that's my son's. She runs in the house. She comes out. She says, $40. And there's a Wii out there. By the way. And there's a Wii out there. So I say, you know, and how much for the Wii? She goes in, she says $20. So I said, would you take 50 for everything? And I love it. She doesn't even go back in to ask her son. She goes, yeah, no problem. Thanks, Mom. Moms are the best. Anyhow, so we got the Wii U. My son's freaking out. And now he thinks, like, if my son needs, like, an open heart surgery next week, he thinks he could get, like, a new artificial heart at the garage sales now. Yes. So he thinks, like, now he's asking me for everything. Yeah. Dad, I want a pony. I'm like, well, you know, we can't get a pony. You know, they're very expensive. Yeah. Oh, we'll get it at the garage sale next time. Next time we go. Right. Oh, yeah. It'll be at the first garage sale. A pony. I got news for you right now. We'll go out next week. There'll be a fucking pony out there. And then I'll have to put the piece of shit on top of my Mazda. So here we go. I mean, it's a goddamn Wii U. All right? What do you want me to tell you about the Wii U? It's the most horrendous. I know you got Wii U guys out there. I love the Nintendo Wii U. It's a great console. Most underrated console of all time. Look at this controller, guys. All right, well, look at this controller. Number one, if you want to play a multiplayer game, you got to buy another one of these. So this is what I got to do. I got to, hold on. I got to sell off my Bitcoin so I could buy another Wii U controller. Yes, this is like a full screen going on here. If my son knew it was off the charger right now, he'd have a breakdown. Had built-in games, too. Yeah. Mario 3D, what are you going to do? Smash Brothers and Mario Kart 8 built in. This is great stuff. Anyhow, yes, I remember when my buddy bought a Wii U. Here it is. And I was like, the Wii U launch was so under the radar that I remember walking in and I was like, hey, what's that? He's like, the Wii U. I was like, oh, what is that, like an add-on controller for the Wii? He's like, no, that's the Wii U. That's a whole new console. And I was like, how, what? I was like, listen, I got to run. It like came and went and who knew about it? The Wii, on the other hand, hey, okay, this was, listen, am I the biggest Wii fan in the world? No. What am I going to do with it? Well, you know what we might do with it. But I have to say, and my hat goes off to Nintendo, for the Wii was one of the most amazing consoles when it came out. Not because it was good, okay? Because it pulled the wool over everybody's eyes. Nintendo, they made out like robber barons on this one. Do you understand? You thought like America was going to get into shape when the Wii came out. You're like, this is going to change everything. My parents bought a Wii. Does that tell you? Does that tell you the type of market share they had when they sold this thing? Listen, I knew Run DMC made more money than any rapper that ever lived. Like, to this day. When my parents bought Raising Hell, I said, oh my God. These guys have, like, the demographic, they chopped into everybody. And that was like the Wii. And I remember you couldn't get a Wii. When it launched, you couldn't get a Wii for like a year. It's almost like the PlayStation 5. Yes, the magical PlayStation 5 that doesn't exist. I love that everybody has it on planet Earth that I know has a PlayStation 5. But for some reason, I can't get it. It's like, what is this, like Jack's Magic Beans? I can't. There is something so rancid going on at Sony that nobody's talking about. Why can't I get a PlayStation 5? There is something going on, and it's dirty, and it's rotten to the core. And I want to know what it is. They're fooling us. Because this is impossible. It's impossible. At this point. How long are we into this launch? Not only that, the goddamn things are breaking, they're crashing. The hell is going on here? I want my PS4. That's it. I want my PS4. I want the PS5 for other reasons. But I don't even want to know about PS5, to be honest with you. I need to get one, if you know what I mean. But I don't know if you know what I'm saying. I'm not asking for it. I'm saying if you know what I mean, because you know what I want to do with it. But it's impossible to get. Anyhow, I love it. I got guys at work. You got to go to this website, and you know, you give them your social security. I'm like, what? No. I want to go to the store and buy it. Oh, you can't buy it at the store. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I can't go to Amazon and buy it either. Can't go to Best Buy. Can't go to Walmart. Can't go to Target.com. I go every morning when I wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning. I got a shot at this, right? No. Something fishy. I'm here to tell you right now. So you got to understand that after I understand why the Wii U happened. And it's because after the Wii, Nintendo was like, they had everybody by the cock. So they're like, we got to make a new system here. They're all in the boardroom in Nintendo. Like, they're like, at this point, we could sell these yokels anything. Look at this. Then you know, the guy that pushes carts in the parking lot comes in with the Wii U controller design. They're like, it's great. We'll throw that at them. They'll buy it. But we all know the Wii U was a miserable failure. Wasn't it, though? Yes. It was a miserable failure to everybody except for the Nintendo fanboys. That's right. Because they'll toe the line. That's right. But Nintendo could sell you dog shit on a stick. They'd be like, well, you know, there are uses for it. Put a Nintendo logo on it, and they'll just sit there and smell it like a monkey all day. Anyway, we got a Wii over here, and it came with deluxe Hello Kitty covers. I'm in. So there we go. If for nothing else, it ropes my son into more garage sailing moving forward. So it helps in a way. Anyhow, bap. I come along this next garage sale, and there's this typical. Do you understand? I get out of the car. The guy's got the ponytail. Okay, he's got the bald head with the ponytail. Do you understand who I'm dealing with here? And he's got records and CDs out there, like a bunch of records, a bunch of CDs. I start looking through the records, and I pull out these records, and he's like, you got good taste in music. And I'm like, you know, I said, I want to try these. And he's like, and now he's going to talk to me about music. He's like, I don't know if you know this, but inside I got Chicago, 5-disc set. Remember the concert in 70, he's like 70 something when so-and-so, listen, Chicago, I don't like. I I don't listen to Chicago. I don't listen to Boston. I don't listen to Foreigner. I'm sorry. Thank you, WBAB. I'll never listen to these groups. I can't listen to Chicago. You're playing horns. I'm hitting them over. I'm hitting you over the head with them. I don't want to know about your horns. I can't listen to a rock and roll band with horns. Remember when so-and-so says, I'm such and such, the singer of Chicago, and then they start playing? He goes, I get chills every time. He's like, and he goes, you remember that part? And I'm like, yeah, that was great. I'm like, what am I going to do? Break the old man's heart? I just went along with it. You ever just go along? I'm like, I just lied. Bold-faced lied to him. I hope he doesn't ask me about the show now. Remember the part with the guitar solo? I'm like, yeah. Oh, it's my favorite part. Yeah. I don't want to ruin the guy's day. I like the part with the hair, too. Remember when they did the hair thing? He's like, what? I don't remember that part. I'm like, listen, I gotta go. Anyhow. Listen, guys, when I'm gonna tell you right now, when I see records they were $1 a piece. I'm like, I could have masterpieces for $1 a piece. Do you understand the type of work that went into this? This is Emerson, Lake and Palmer, brain salad surgery. Have I ever heard it? No. What do I know about Emerson, Lake and Palmer? Tarkus. I've listened to Tarkus. But here we go. I said, let me expand my horizons. This is that Geiger art, right? I mean, it's brain salad surgery. It's $1. It's $1. I'll give it a try. If I don't like it, gagoosh, right in the trash can. And it'll break my heart to do that. It's amazing how albums have survived. They're in great shape. Like, this guy took care of his, on the outside they don't look like it, but on the inside they were in great shape. I look at 2 or 3 records and I see the conditions, and they're absolutely pristine. I know the rest of the records are on the level. So I'll buy his records, because I like clean records. That's right. I mean, we got Yes, songs. I mean, give me a break. This is like the song remains the same of Yes albums. It's Yes live. Oh my God. What's the fucking song? Starship Trooper. Go listen to Starship. This is what I want you to do. I want you to smoke a joint the size of a wiffle ball bat. And then I want you to sit down in front of a nice stereo and listen to Starship Trooper. Can you do that for me? That's all. And you're gonna see how life just changes for you. Oh my God. Yours is no disgrace? Ishka Manamu Manaminke. And here we go. Guys, I did it. Listen to me. Listen to me right now. This is one that really pisses me off. Okay? For some reason, you're not a music guy unless you like Steely Dan, Asia. Oh, and I love it. The guy at work tells me, Asia, it's Aja. I want you to go fuck your mother sideways right now. In the song, they say Asia. That's right. In the song, they say Asia. Is the artist wrong? It's Aja. And then you listen to assholes online. Aja. Fuck you. Fuck you. This is the most pretentious album I've ever heard in my life. Listen, Steely Dan fans, go fuck yourself. That's right. This album can go fuck itself. I hate this album. And I try, guys. It's not for a lack of trying. I have an open mind when it comes to music, believe it or not. I put it on. I clean the record. Okay? I got through 2 songs and I wanted to take the record and snap it in 2. I won't break the record because of the condition that it's in. It's in absolutely perfect condition. I will give this to the first twat that wants it. I can tell you that right now. And just get it the fuck away from me. This is horrible music. Want to know why it's so horrible? You had Steve Gadd, okay? One of the greatest drumming technicians of all time, and you made him play this shit music. And I know everybody talks about, Steve Gadd's drum solos are so groundbreaking at the end of Aja. I'm saying Aja now! Asia! I got news for you. Number one, they mic'd him like shit. They did him a disservice. They over-mic'd the cymbals. The cymbals are distorted. The tom-toms, you can't even differentiate the different tones of each one of his tom-toms. They did a horrible job recording it. And this is supposed to be one of like the iconically recorded albums. No. No. Sorry, no. I don't buy it. And then you had Bernard Purdy. Okay? One of the greatest drummers of our time. Playing on this boring as shit album. I can't listen to it. That's my take on Steely Dan. And I'm sorry. I don't think I ever met anybody that listens to Steely Dan that doesn't wear glasses. It's like you gotta wear glasses to listen to Steely Dan. You're out of here. You're out of here. I try. All right. We go to, this is why you never really, I got to tell you something right now. I'm all about one more garage sale. One more garage sale. Do you understand? And it's to the point where my kid is basically, he looks like he's in a scene from Jacob's Ladder in his car seat. He's so maniacal he wants to go home. It's abusive at this point. But I'm like, one more garage sale. And then he like loses his mind. I know. It's going to come back later on in life. We go to one more garage sale, and I go out there, and this is why you never give up early, okay? Because you can find stuff later on in the day. This is like 11 o'clock in the morning. Now 11 o'clock is late. A lot of people have passed through, and I come across this garage sale, and I see this right here. Oh my God! Now, for those of you that grew up in the 80s. They'll know about this one right here. Okay, this is the legendary Technics 1200 turntable. Not really. It's a remake of the Technics 1200. That's right. It's the Audio-Teca. It's their copy of the Technic 1200. Let me tell you something. It was the premier turntable. Do you understand? It had the torque that you can scratch. Me and my buddy, we were DJs growing up. Yeah, we wanted to scratch on turntables. We would drool over Technic 1200s, but even back then they were like $400 or $500. Now I think a Technic 1200. I don't even know how much they're going for now. Last time I checked was years ago, and they were like $1,500. They don't make them anymore. Do they make them anymore? I don't think. I know they stopped making them for a while. Maybe they kicked back on. But anyway, this is a nice reproduction right here. It's such a beautiful turntable. Oh my God. Yeah. The cool thing about this one is it's got the USB pad in the back so you can connect it to the computer, and it has a built-in preamp, right? So you can have a line and switch to phono. So if you want to use the phono stage in your receiver, you switch to phono and it'll use the phono stage in your receiver. If you want to use line, you could basically play this through a pair of speakers if it's amplified and go in through the line. So that's a nice feature. The USB thing into the computer I never really understood. What am I going to sit there and record the music from my vinyl into the computer? Maybe. I don't know. But the thing was, Technique Gemini amplifiers too. Don't you know Kenny K is on you? I can sing, I can dance, I'm the king of romance. All you sweet little ladies, don't you give me a chance. Come on! Anyhow. I love looking at it. I love looking at it. Oh yeah, she's sweet. Look at her. Little target light comes up. Nah, it's not going to come up today, right? Huh, there it goes. There you go. No? All right, embarrass me on the show. Anyhow, a beautiful turntable. $20. Yes, $20. I think they go for like $300 or $400. $20. Like new. Like new. He also had the most amazing... Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. He had a 10-speaker JBL surround sound setup. It had like 3 subwoofers. This is the real JBL. Not like the JBL that you buy in Best Buy. This was the real JBL. Like when you go to, I don't know, a concert. You know how they have like commercial style JBL speakers? These were, the woofers had like tubes coming out of them. I don't know how to explain it. And he wanted $300 with an Onkyo receiver that you could sync the Titanic with. I said, if I had a place to put this fucking surround sound system, I have nowhere to put it. I have nowhere to put it. I have nowhere to store it, even if I was going to sell it. I had to walk away. Because I was throwing a boner through my front zipper of my pants. I wanted it so bad. I need a man cave. It's ridiculous at this point. Anyhow. I bought this and I ran down the driveway. This was feel-good garage sailing, by the way. I ran down the driveway with it. I was waiting for the guy to come out of the house. Wait, no, my turntable. Wait, what'd you sell it for? $20? No. I ran. I threw it in the car. We're out of here. We're just out of here. But probably what I'm most excited about, ladies and gentlemen, is what we have in this bag right here. And this one hit me with such a burst of nostalgia. I don't even want, it brought me right back to like being, I don't know, 9, 10 years old, 11. Let me find out if you guys know about this. I gotta open it up. Brand new in the bag. All right. Anybody? Capsella. Whoa! Yeah, baby. Look at this. Motorized Capsella. Oh my God, this was the future. Do you understand? In the 80s, the future is here. Oh, it comes with the Science Discovery Design Manual. Oh my God, look at these kids. They're so happy. They're so happy. Oh, America was a wonderful place. Let me tell you right now. Oh, look at this. Look, I mean, there's no pictures. What's going on here? You actually had to read? You had to be able to read? Oh, yeah. Remember that car? If you had Capsella, you built that car. Oh, for heaven's sake. Look at this. Amphibious vehicles? Are you kidding me? Tank track? The airplanes? This was the most fantastical building block system you've ever seen in your life. There were gears. There's wheels. There's tires. There's a control box. You had a control box here. The wires took every propellers. And you'd have all these geared pieces. Here's a drive shaft, and they would go together like this, and you could join them together. Hold on, I gotta align the Lovejoy couplings. Yes, and look at this. Oh wow, that's a gear reduction, huh? Oh no, here we go. Yes, it is a reduction gear. Wow. What is that? 30-1 for crying out, Crin? Yes. I mean, it's all here. It's all brand new. New for 1993. That's right. They updated Capsella, but it's all the same shit. Do you understand? And here are the floaty things that used to put floaty things on. So we'd fill the bathtub, and Rex and I would build Capsella vehicles, put them in the bathtub, and burn out the motors. It's true, because the little Capsella balls would fill with water, and then you couldn't get the water out. It was a nightmare. Anyhow, then you destroy the Capsella, and you're like, all right, then it's on to the Constructs. Remember Constructs? That was my other favorite building. Legos, I was never into Legos. Boring! Yeah, sorry, Legos, boring! There were 3 things to have. I had an erector set. I was making cranes. This time, I don't want to hear about your fucking Legos. The Legos would always fall apart. You couldn't do anything with them. You had to have a billion pieces. It made a big mess. Erector set, Constructs, and Capsella. That's where it was at. Legos were like the Atari 2600 of building blocks. Constructs and Capsella was ColecoVision. There you have it. Great analogy. Great analogy. What a way to end the show. Guys, yes. Capsella. I mean, what more do you want? What more do you want? Voltron. Listen, this was a day at Rex's house. We pull out the Capsella. We'd play with the Star Wars thing. Remember when you crushed the guy in the foam? You put the action figures inside there and they crush the guy with the foam. You turn the things and it crushes them like the garbage compactor. You do that a couple times. Then it was over to Transformers. You play with the Transformers. You yank out the G.I. Joes. That's right. You fly around the G.I. Joes a little bit. This type of thing. Then you play some video games. I mean, this was magic. Magic like you don't even know. Innocence and magic and this type of thing. And then his father would make us a bowl of soup in a pewter bowl and destroy my central nervous system moving forward with heavy metals. Yes, ingestion. That was basically it. Guys, do you realize you just tuned into the greatest video game program in the history of human civilization? And you better believe that. With a 4K face! We'll see you next time. Guys, I don't know if you're aware of this. We have an absolutely fantastic program on Patreon. That's right. We're 7 episodes in. This is a library we're building. This is a library. It's a magnificent library of advices videos. That's right. You need advices? You come to me. I give you advices. We give you wonderful advices, just like this. My cock is really super small. They had 5-gallon per flush flushometers. You understand? When these toilets flush, it sounds like a 747 just crashed into the building. You sprinkle salt. Not so much salt that people are like, just enough salt to keep them hanging on. Like, it's free coffee. They're like, Jesus Christ, why are my ankles blowing up? Well, I would just go back in time to try meals. Like I go back to medieval times. Baboosh! You come out. The guy's like, oh, by the gods. I'm like, yeah, it's a time machine. Listen, King Henry, come here. You got any hamburgers or hot dogs? I know. Did you think it was that easy? You come to me, email down below, put advices in the header, okay? And then I solve your problems. It's that simple. I solve them. Just like that. And then you go on with your life and you have a wonderful time. All right, guys. We'll see you next time.